Hi gang, Rob here. It is the evening of 15 March 2021, coming to you on a wintry night with a little snow, a little freezing rain. And guys, I have to come before you this evening to make a confession, to share with you the reality of a situation I've become painfully aware of in the last couple weeks. Yeah. My name is Rob, and I'm addicted to wood-scaled Spydercos. Yeah. It all started with this knife. This is my Spyderco Gale Bradley, scaled in desert ironwood burl. A custom scale set made for me by Sketchin' Scales. Red liners, unbelievably stunning knife. Well, that started it, and then out came the Gale Bradley too. As soon as I got this knife, brand new, I sent this one off to Steve also, and he made me a set of redwood burl custom scales for the deuce. And then it started picking up steam. Paca wood became available. The laminated mahogany. I bought a Delica. Stainless clad HAP 40 steel. I liked it. I liked it so much that I bought an Endura. Same wood, same steel. Wow. And then I have an enabler. My sharpening customer Scott from Jacksonville, Florida, likes to buy new knives and have them drop shipped to me to sharpen. And that brings us to the subject of tonight's video. This is the Spyderco Chaparral, scaled in stunning Birdseye maple, solid Birdseye maple, by the way, not laminated. I don't own this knife. This is Scott's knife. It'll be mailed out to him here directly, but I am heading to Tennessee to visit with Jay and the boys this week at Knives Ship Free, and they have them in stock, so I have a feeling one will be coming home with me. Let's talk about this little knife, shall we? So the Chaparral was released, I don't know, what, 5-6 years ago, and its namesake is a bush that grows wild in the western United States in sort of desert climate areas, and it's a hardy little sucker. It'll go dormant in a drought, it'll burn up in a fire, next year comes right back up again, and that is why it gets its name. The Chaparral is a knife that Spyderco intends to keep around for a while in a variety of handle configurations. The Chaparral started out in a carbon fiber over G10 laminate. It has been offered thus far in a number of handle configurations, a couple different titanium handles, the Raphir Noble acrylic, and if you guys watched my sale last week, a sun and moon handle. White G10 with a red sun on one side and black G10 with a mother of pearl moon on the other. And I think Spyderco is just going to keep doing it. What a great knife to just collect as the new ones come out. They don't break the bank. They all run about in the mid-100s. This model, currently in stock at your favorite web retailer for 161 buckaroonies, map pricing. So what is it? Well, it is a dainty, thin, slicey midlock from Spyderco. Here it is next to the Delica. So roughly the same blade length, roughly the same handle length, a little broader both in blade and handle, but I think a little thinner maybe in profile of handle and blade. It's probably the best slicing Spyderco made. Dimensions: 2 and 13/16 in blade length. Stock thickness just 78 thousandths, or about 2 millimeters, and look how skinny at the tip. The thickness of the handle, a very svelte 3/8 of an inch. Handle length is going to be 3 5/8 inches. You've got about a 50-50 finger choil in the front for fine slicing work. It loves to be pinched. It loves to be hammer gripped. It loves to be draw cut gripped. Works in the saber grip with either hand position. I just love this little knife. Now, even though it's a midlock, it doesn't come from Seki City. It is a Taichung knife. A little different shape on the lock depression, right? No boy dent. The hafting, though, absolutely stunning. This one very close to dead flush. The lock bar might be raised ever so slightly. It is a brand new knife, but just beautifully done all the way around. Now, it does have full stainless steel liners, but they do have some lightening holes milled in them. In its original configuration with the carbon fiber over G10 handle scales, it was a 2.5 ounce knife. In this solid Birdseye maple handle material, still pretty light, 3.3 ounces. Not quite bug out class, but hardly noticeable. The clip is going to be tip up, reversible, deep carry, paperclip clip, right or left side. Now, I would caution you guys, if you buy one of these, be a little careful. I've seen some pictures of the Packawood knives with wire clip. I think the Dragonfly in Packawood, where because of how the handle scales are milled to accept the clip, some cracking and some chipping out has occurred. I haven't seen that yet with the Birdseye Maple Chaparral, but it's not a knife that you're going to want to snag on something while it's clipped to your pocket. So just be careful. Kind of a son to go to meeting knife, though, don't you think? It's not something you should probably be dragging through the woods or working with at the job site. As I said, I did sharpen this one for Scott. And all Chaparrals, I believe, up to this point have come in Carpenter CTS XHP steel, which is kind of like a powdered metal D2, which I find to take an extremely keen edge and hang on to it for an extremely long time. This one I sharpened at 17 degrees per side, finished at 2300 on diamond stone, and then strapped to 0.5 micron. And one thing about the Chaparral, and frankly a lot of Spyderco knives that are full flat ground with lots of distal taper, the thickness behind the edge remains quite consistent, hilt to tip. You can witness that by looking at the width of the edge bevel if sharpened at a consistent angle. You guys all remember your triangular math, right? So if my sharpening angle is the same, hilt to tip, and my bevel width is the same, hilt to tip, the thickness is the same, hilt to tip. It does take a beautiful polish, doesn't it? And a right smart little edge. So slicey. Remember, we're starting out at just 78 thousandths thick at the base of the spine. And then we're full flat ground for about an inch to around 20 thousandths or so behind the edge. So very gradual primary grind geometry, nice and thin behind the edge. A steel that takes a super keen edge. That is recipe for slicing mastery. And that's exactly what you get. Ergos on the handle are really excellent in a variety of grips. It is a little thin in this dimension, but because it's broad, it still fills the hand quite a bit, and it's quite comfortable. I should grip it in the right hand to feel the clip, and it kind of just disappears, melts away in the hand. Nicely done. I think they actually ran out of these when they started running them, and then I think they were kind of popular and ran a bunch more, if I understood Scott correctly. Now they're in stock everywhere as of the making of this video, 15 March 2021. I got a feeling some of them might disappear after I post this, so I better call Knife Ship Free and have them pluck me a couple to choose from with some pretty scales before I get there on Friday, because I don't want you guys to buy them all out and leave me stranded. Let's see, should I grab a piece of paper? Yeah. Let's see, how'd I do? Let's see how I did. That was a little noisy. That's better. Not bad. Not bad for an old guy. I just thought you'd like to see this, and because they're actually available, and it's a knife I really kind of dig, I thought I'd post up a video for you guys in case you hadn't seen them yet, so you can go grab you one. Before I close, just one word. I get a lot of comments from you guys asking for more review content on the channel, and I have to share with you, it's a bit of a conflict. Because I sell 30 knives or so every week on the channel, it's hard to be a salesman and a reviewer and keep a reputation of objectivity. I get that, and it makes it very difficult. So I've kind of decided somewhere along the way that I'm going to do videos that are reviews of knives I really genuinely like. I'm not going to critique every knife I see out there that has issues and, you know, invite contentious comment threads. If I really like them and I think, man, this is something I can recommend to you guys, not a knife I currently have for sale myself, yeah, I'm going to share it with you because I really, really like this knife. If you like the Delica but you want something a little different, the Chaparral is a superb option and a better slicer than a Delica. Really, most collections have room for both, don't they? And did I mention the wood? Oh, guys. Oh, my. Well, that's all for this one, my friends. I just thought you'd like to see that. Scott, it'll be on its way here directly, my friend. That's all for this one. Grace to you and peace, my friends, from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Remember, the Word and Scott's Birdseye Maple Chaparral are sharp. Talk to you soon.